Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I am Miss Batul and I am teaching science. Today, inshallah, we are going to start term number 3 in this year. We're going to start in unit number 3, different environment. Different environments. Lesson number 1, survival of organisms. Survival of organisms. Our objective will be to explain what causes organisms to survive in their environment. As I said, we will start our topic as survival of organisms. But before we start, we have to know what is the meaning of survival and also what is the meaning of organisms. Survival means to stay alive. Survival means to stay alive. Animals need to stay alive. Animals need many things to stay alive. It means survival, to stay alive. Survival of organisms. So what is the meaning of organisms? Organisms are living things, only living. Living things are organisms, like plants, animals, humans. Plants, animals, humans are examples of organisms and living things. Okay, let's look at this picture. Okay, let's look at this picture. As you know, there are many environments around the world, like desert environment, ocean environment, and also, what is this? Which environment is this? What do we call it? Excellent, we call it forest environment. Forest environment. As we said, there are many organisms, living things, living in the forest, like animals, bear, and also trees. All of those are organisms because they are living things, because they are living things. Those organisms or those living things are surviving in their environment. Are surviving means to stay alive, means to stay alive. So those organisms like bear, plants, and other animals like tiger, monkey, squirrel, all of them are interacting and surviving in their environment in the forest. As we are talking about survival of organisms, I want you to open your book, unit number 3. Open your book, page number 5, and read, please, with me. We will start our lesson launch. Look at this picture. Okay, what can you see here? I can see many trees. Okay, so it's a forest environment. And here, what can you see? Try to explain it. Try to observe this picture. And now let's read this with each other. There is a type of animal that lives in the forest. These animals eat tree nuts and seeds, like for example squirrel. They find shelter high up in the trees, in the treetops. Their fur helps them blend in with the bark of the tree. So this is our story, or this is our paragraph. Okay. So let's read the question. What is the question about this story? What would happen to these animals if all the trees in the forest were cut down? Choose the correct answer that best matches your thinking. So as we said in our story, that these animals eat tree nuts and seeds. So what will happen if we will cut all of the trees in this forest? Number one, they would all die. They would all die. Number two, some would survive if they were born with a characteristic that would help them live in the changed environment. Or some would survive by changing their food, changing their shelter, or changing their fur so they could live in the changed environment. So I want you to think, what will happen if you will cut all of the trees in this forest? Do you think all animals will die? Or do you think that some animals will die, sorry, some animals will survive if they were born with characteristics like adaptation or something like that? Or do you think that animals can change their food? Or do you think animals can change their shelter or fur? Is it easy for animals to change their fur or food or shelter? So what do you think? I'll give you time to think. So let's choose the answer. What do you think? What do you think? The correct answer is some animals would survive if they were born with a characteristic that would help them live in the changed environment, because not all animals will die. Of course, not all animals will die. They will find a way to survive, and it's not easy at all for animals to find food, sorry, to change their food or to change their shelter or to change their fur. It's not easy for animals to change any of these. So, this is the correct answer. This is in page number 5, unit number 3. Let's write the answer with each other. Page number 5. Let's write the answer with each other. Write with me, please. Some of the animals would be able to survive in the changed environment, and some would not. Please write this answer on page number 5 in your book, unit number 3. Let's make a quick revision or a quick summary for what we already finished. Okay, we said that we are going to start in lesson number 1, survival of organisms. What is the meaning of survival? It means to stay alive, to stay alive. Organisms means organisms means living things like plants, animals, and humans. Thank you so much for listening, and see you later.